I meant to do that earlier. My computer's going all kinds of slow right now. I'm a little worried. Hold up. Guess I paused that ad somehow. Works for me. Cool. Live, baby. Welcome to Bitcoin Halving just happened. You're tuned in. There's digital asset news, my guide. How you doing, Rob? I saw that tweet. I appreciate you, my friend. We actually have a few YouTubers here. Let me replay this one. No, that won't replay either. Archetype, let's go, bro. My guy. What's up, Josh? Getting that membership. Hold up. I got a lot coming in all at once. The link. My computer is like so lagging that it won't even send links. It's okay. Let's go. What's up, Master Benny? How you doing, man? Benny's here. Who's minted that epic sat? I'm not a huge ordinals guy, though. Maybe I should get into it this year. Somebody just minted a sat worth a lot of money, I'm going to guess. Let's go, Bruno. Let's go, bro. Bitcoin to 100,000 soon. Depends when you think soon is. 4/20. 2024. It's a palindrome. It's a chur palindrome. It's the ultimate. You gotta love it. Let me see. X77 gifted out memberships, my guy. Thank you so much. Do I have any? I'm going to give some out. If you're out there, make sure you've enabled or opted into gift receiving. Make sure you've put a message in the chat, hit the like button, subscribed. The more you engage, the more likely you are to get these. I'm gonna rip some off here. Membership gifts. We'll do 10. Yeah, cool fitty. Let me do that. Hopefully my payment info doesn't pop up here. There we go. Done. Zima Duvant gifted 5. Super chat 5. I'll try to explain crypto to people at work. They make fun of you. Dude, that will not stop. Actually, what you should be more worried about is when you do go explain it to them and they're already hyped about it. That's when you should be a little worried. I promise you, no one you know, no matter how intelligent, no matter how kind of ahead of times they are, if they're not in Bitcoin and you try to get them into it, they will not do it. 0% chance. They will not jump on unless it's the top. I don't know. It's just wild. You would think, oh, Tom Crown, you're friends in real life. Like, they probably listen to you. No, they don't. They called me crazy, and then after enough time, they called me lucky. And in both scenarios, they said, oh, it's too late for me, or whatever. It's wild, man. Remington Perut, cheers to you, my friend. Cheers. Deanie Morgan, Mr. Hops, 1979. Welcome. Thanks for subscribing. If you're out there and haven't subscribed yet, there's still time. Still time. Congrats to Derek Merrill, Up and Run, Matthew Barnes, Crypto Surfer, Mr. Blank. Good names there. Ricky Theron, Foxy, Thorny, Mary, Beth, and best name on YouTube. Start your own channel. Got a membership. Kai. It's almost as if I got to pick these ones. These are the top tier. Matt Ines. Congrats, everybody. You got the membership. You're here on the halving, and guess what Bitcoin did during that halving? You're never going to believe this. Nothing at all yet. Absolutely not a thing. The Bitcoin halving is not a direct price thing. Actually, Bitcoin does not have any concept of the price. People get that confused. They think, I don't know, somehow the code has something to do with it or something. No, Bitcoin exists in its own little bubble, outside the reaches of our emotions, our feelings. There's no price variable in the code. It doesn't exist. Satoshi talked about maybe a positive feedback loop between hype and price and buying, and that pushing price up, which then pushes hype even higher and creates a positive feedback loop type of thing. But there is nothing in the code that is related to price. This is only related to the mining reward, which from now until about 4 years from now, for the next 280,000 blocks, will be 3.1 something Bitcoin every 10 minutes. That is down from 6.25 for a 50% reduction. That is the halving, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. There's nothing else involved. Let's take a look. Actually. What did the pre-halving day do? Quite a spicy candle to close. I'll admit I wasn't watching because I was too busy cracking brews, chilling with you guys. Quite a spicy day we had on the halving. Let's take a look at this price action quick. We did break our low from the 16th, but I don't think we broke our low. No, we didn't. We did not break our range low at 59.2. We reached 59.5. $300 or about 0.5% above. And then intraday also traded up to a higher high. 65.5, not bad. Right now, we are roughly where we closed, which is no surprise because, well, there's only been a few minutes. It's been about, 18 minutes. From last stream, let's go over some interesting stuff. By the way, we're cracking brews here, rolling up cracking brews. Join us responsibly, and only if it's legal, I guess. I don't know. YouTube, don't punish me. Last stream, which would be yesterday. We have streamed every single day this week, and Friday was no exception. Nice. Oh no, not enough memory. That's not a good sign. Hopefully the stream didn't crash. What's up, Shadow, Mock, Danny Diaz, Aaron? I see you every live stream on TikTok. Shout out to you. Oli Chicken, you're probably not still here. Nick Berger, all kinds of people over there. Please not have crashed. Didn't crash. Good. All of my tabs just said like a crazy error because I ran out of memory, I guess. Yesterday we talked about potential entries for shorts, and I said I'm not gonna short, but there might be a place to start building a position. And now in hindsight, that was perfect. It was 63.8-ish. We were live roughly at the range high for yesterday, or the daily high. We crashed back down slightly lower than the day before. That made that short legit. And then we said, well, probably look for another, or to add to that position. I think it was 66 or 65, something else. So far, so good. I'm not going to take a short personally. I'm still not, even though we went lower. At this point on a low time frame, what I see is slightly lower low, but that was bought up. Bull said not going to happen. So by candle closes, we'll say it's a higher low. I don't know. Still technically a lower low, but we moved to a higher low, and that could have now started an uptrend. I'm not going to hold my breath. The halving has not led to super, I don't know, fun or exciting price action in the past. There's always room for something new to happen. But I will take this. 65.5 is a higher high on our local or smaller time frames, and that's how you start an uptrend. Can't start an uptrend, honestly, without lower time frames giving you something good. Put that Sam Adams down. It's one of my favorite things about summer. Sam Adams Summer Lager. It's so freaking good. I don't even like beer. Let's take a look here on real low. Anything we can do on these low time frames. 1 minute rolling back over to the red. 2 minute lower low, giving us some indications of downside in the very, very short term. Wow. I thought we were actually about to get a bunch of time frames looking good. Maybe not. Maybe not. Nope. 45-minute rolling over. Hourly holding on here. This could be a higher low on money flow. VWAP signaling that potentially with a flattening top. We don't see it on momentum yet. We have to actually go out to like the 4 hour. Here's what I was sharing in the Discord. If you're not in there, you should jump in there. I know it's late. We're usually live about 8 hours, 9 hours ago. Here's what I was showing in the Discord earlier to everybody, that we might be seeing some kind of resistance right about here, 63.4, tested as support on the 4 hour time frame. We did get a lower low than I expected on the last 4 hour, and this 4 hour does kind of seem like it's selling off. But if it can hold this low, hold this previous resistance as support, we're going to be looking for a climb back up, some kind of retracement. Unfortunately, not super exciting yet. You know what? Let's just read the chat. I don't want to do TA. We were drinking beers before the live stream. I don't want to like throw out serious TA here. I'm just so used to doing that. Let me see. Tell me in chat. What do you want to? What are you thinking? What are you feeling? What do you think the next 24 hours is going to bring? Let me end this poll. Wow, my browser really crashed. Doge, says Jonathan Morris. 59.2 is your TP on short. Good. What do you think after 12 minutes? I have no idea, BC. Who knows? 12 minutes from now? Who cares? We had the halving. The mainstream chat crashed super hard for me. It's like struggling to boot up again. Give me a sec. It's embarrassing. It makes sense. Typical YouTube behavior. There we go. There we go. Having complete. We had 1,000 live viewers at a much later time. I'm happy with that. The hype is over. Let's dump now, says Andrew Bowes. Yeah, go for it. Honestly, guys, go for it. I would like anything other than just sideways boring. You think it'll be quite crabbish this weekend? I agree, probably. You're thinking XRP is going to hold support and resistance at the same time, and that's impressive. It's been doing that for a long time. Quite impressive. You're sad because your girl Queen's chick isn't here. You mean my girl Queen's chick? Back it up. Just playing, man. She was here. She was here on Twitter. Maybe not anymore. Maybe she'll make an appearance. Summoner, my friend. Summoner. You're afraid it's going to dump. Sorry. No need to apologize. Dumping's just part of the plan. This is part of it. Keep stacking. That's the best advice there is. She's with you, Crypto Stevo. 𝐂𝐧 and Crypto Stevo are going to live fight on the next stream. Don't TA and drink, says Michael. I appreciate that. You're right. Indicator. What Toshi says is indicator is about to have a hell of a pump. I don't know what indicator that is, dude, but I like it. Send that over. Send it over. I need that one. I need an indicator that just always says it's going to pump. Not a bad 5-minute candle to start it. Rising Sun, what's up, man? Let's see who's here. Alan Clark, Alchemist, Andrew Bowes, Antithesis, Cad God 007, Carlo, 𝐂𝐫𝐽𝐳 is here. My guy, 𝐂𝐫𝐽𝐳. 𝐂𝐫𝐽𝐳, are you going to whip up some music for us to play? We've been playing a lot of music lately. Bitcoin showing some signs of life here on the low time frames. Post-halving. Did we get a post-halving pump? I'll take that. I'm going to play some of these tunes. We're going to play Chairman of the Board.
Money machine going bird. Chairman Powell. He ain't playing this a blur. Gotta follow the data, ain't no time to air. Watch him speak now with that Tom Crown flair. Yeah, Chairman, he's the captain of the crew. Navigating through the markets, knowing what to do. Federal Reserves in control, making moves. Keeping that money flowing so the economy can groove. Share power, making paper every hour. Share power, he got that money.
Pump it.
Data on his side, watch him rise and devour. Yeah, he's the chairman of the board, making moves that empower.
He is the chairman of the board. He'll be live May 1st, by the way, next FOMC. Kind of cool here, actually. I know I'm not going to do much TA, but on the 4-hour, we are identifying this potential area. Interesting at the hourly close there. I'm going to really pull back on speculation because obvious reasons. But it's nice to see that close there. 63,850-ish. Nice hourly close. We had a little bit of a pump. Got 35 minutes left in the hour. I love that we have Rob, Digital Asset News here. Let me pull up his channel. Where is he? And actually, we had the other YouTuber. Let me pull this guy up. I love Rob. Rob's a good dude. Here's his site, his channel. I'll put that in the chat. Go subscribe to him. Very different content, but a great guy. Has the right stuff in his heart, and that's all that matters to me. There's one more. Let me pull him up. What's up, Jose Berard, Chris Joka? I see you subscribing. Archetype. That's what I'm looking for. Archetype. Maybe I messed that up. Well, shout out to him either way. I can't find it. We got a lot of good songs lately. Play this one. Making moves, dropping knowledge every single day. Videos hitting 100K subscribers, strong Bitcoin level, bullish vibes, we can't go wrong. Bullish vibes, we can't go wrong. Analyzing charts with precision, he's got the vision. Spotting trends, predicting gains, making the right decision. Tom Brown in the bullish corner, he's the king. Educating the mass, bringing that crypto bling. Jet Pow, Tom Brown on the scene. Crypto analysis, living the dream. Coin love, bullish all the way. Tom Brown in the house, let's make some. We might have some short-term upside price action coming. Done. You're afraid. Don't be afraid. Be calm. More pumping needed, says King Daddy. I agree. Chris Pax on the scene. The halving block is worth millions. Honestly, that would make it non-fungible, but maybe I have a feeling that there's some kind of ordinal minted on that block that's going to be worth buku. Is that true? Is what true? What's up, Crypto Bad Fox? Thanks for going live, TC. Yep, it's past my bedtime for streaming, but we had to do it. This is our second in a row having streaming live in this channel. I can only imagine what do you guys think that things will look like in the next halving? We'll be live here again, provided I'm not dead. I'll go more. What do you think that'll be like? Because in the previous halving, where things were extremely stressful, very different, honestly, from this halving. Very, very different. This halving was all sunshine and rainbows. This was the previous halving. Price had just hit 3,900 and was like slowly moving up and not making anyone like believe we were going to continue going up. It was roughly 9,000 to 64,000. It's like a 7x. So we do 7x again. That seems like Hopium math. Let me get that calculator. Nope, that's minus 64 times 7. 488, half a milli. I mean, even for me, the biggest Bitcoin bull that there is, that seems too high. But every price has been too high. 1,000 was too high. 10,000 was too high. 20,000 was too high. They said, guys, that was a fluke. That was manipulation. It's never going to go back to 20,000. I actually believed that on some level for some amount of time between 2018 and 2020. Probably just like 2018 for a little bit. Like, it sounds real. It's believable. When people in positions of authority say, that'll never happen again. That was once. It'll never happen again. It's believable. It gets into your head. That's why I tell you guys to ignore the news a lot. Ignore what, I don't know, crazy influencers that are always posting wild speculations, wild clickbait stuff. Just ignore them. They don't know the future. I don't know the future. They don't know the future. Nobody knows what's going to happen. But we do know what's happened in the past. And the past has shown us that every single time someone has said, that's it. It can't go higher. It has gone higher. They'll say, where's the money going to come from? It's wild. I don't hear people talking about that anymore. Where's the money going to come from? Where's the money going to come from to bring us to above 20,000? Well, then we had an ETF. We were already above 20,000. Money seeks out these vacuums of where it can be placed. You never know where it's going to come from. It's almost like magnetism. Like once there's a void that opens up, the money finds it. That's where it's going to come from. Just like it's always come from. There's never been an answer to these questions. Yet time and time again, Bitcoin has done it. Don't ever underestimate Bitcoin. If you don't have any Bitcoin, I highly recommend you reconsider that. Not saying you have to be like me. You don't have to have 80%. You don't have to, I don't know, go all in. Please don't actually go all in. That was a bad choice, but it worked out for me. You don't have to have crazy amounts, but have something. Bitcoin has proven itself constantly in the face of every criticism, in the face of every roadblock, hurdle that can be thrown at it. And it's wild to me at 64,000 right now, we're still going to have new arguments. It's always a different thing, right? As soon as one goes out the window, there's another one. Where's the money going to come from? That's gone. Now it's, well, there's not enough upside. It's just moving the goalpost constantly. And every single time it's moved, Bitcoin stretches, flexes a little harder, and it reaches that goalpost. Never underestimate it. Happy having, right on, Justin C. My friend, so many people coming out of the woodwork. Good to see you. What's up, Fahim subscribed. I see you, man. This guy. Be like this guy. Hit that button right now. Tap the screen, hit the like, subscribe, follow. It's 8:30 and we are now officially post-halving, which means miners are now fighting for 3.1 something Bitcoin. It'd be a lot cooler if it was like 3.1415 and then I'd be able to remember it because it's pi. Satoshi didn't think about that. Peter Schiff still thinks he's right. Now, let's clear this up. I've had enough brews to clear this up. Peter Schiff is one thing and one thing only, a genius at marketing. That's it. Peter Schiff does not hate Bitcoin. I don't even think Peter Schiff doubts Bitcoin at this point. I think Peter Schiff has just found that he can crap on it and create so much reach for his gold site. Did you guys know this? Peter Schiff's main thing is he has like a gold selling site. Did you know that his gold selling site has accepted Bitcoin for many years? Not something he talks about. Did you know that Peter Schiff minted some kind of ordinal or something on the Bitcoin blockchain that he also sells? That's his whole shtick, guys. The one thing, though, that I will never forgive Peter Schiff for, despite how talented of a marketer he is, the one thing I'll never forgive him for is that somehow he created a divide between Bitcoin and gold people. We need to actually reject this as a community. We need to heal those wounds. He's created this rift where it's almost adversarial. That's not, first of all, it's not in Bitcoin spirit. Bitcoin has no adversaries. Bitcoin doesn't acknowledge any other entity. It's just doing its own thing. But more importantly, Bitcoin and gold people used to be the same people. And I remember hearing people kind of preach or whatever about owning Bitcoin and gold because they're both inflation hedges. They're both in the same direction. But Peter Schiff split us. We got to fight that. We can't let him do it. We can't let him do it simply for profit, especially. Like, that's bull. Let's mend that. Gold and Bitcoin aren't at odds and they never will be. F Peter Schiff. Screw him. The best thing we can do is just block him and mute him and not pay attention to him. Who else is addicted to crypto? Right here, Crypto Bad Fox, this guy. 5 years I have been streaming, but I have been addicted to crypto a lot longer than that. Heck of a lot longer than that. Does it ever end? I don't think so. I don't think so. Like, man, I've been nonstop watching this for 5 years, but much longer, like 8 years. Whew. Here's to 8 more. Right on. What's up, Yassine? Matthewos, Alex Bud, great name. Speaking of that, after the live, man, I'm rolling up. What's up, Carl Werner? Since this is your first bull run, you'd love your input. Are these realistic targets for the cycle? Would you mind sharing your knowledge? Shib 3015, Bonk 301, Soul 650, Brett. I actually have never looked at the Brett chart. I'm not going to do it today. We're not going to look at any altcoin charts. Today's Bitcoin's day. Without even looking at charts, I can kind of address your question. Are they unrealistic? Very little is unrealistic in crypto. When people say, oh, SHIB to $1, yeah, that's never going to happen, dude. Like, if that ever happens, we're like 200 years from now, and it's like not a real amount of money. But are they unrealistic? They're as unrealistic as anything. No one knows what's going to happen. Crypto tends to surprise you to the upside and the downside. What really matters, in my opinion, is do you believe those targets will hit? No, that's not going to change reality. It's not going to somehow influence the universe, but do you believe it? Because even if they do come true, you need to be able to believe and hold on long enough for them to do so. So will those targets hit? Are they realistic? Every single upside target has been unrealistic for Bitcoin until it happens. And then all of a sudden it's, oh, well, that's not that big of a deal. I don't know, man. I don't know. Do you truly believe in those things is the question you have to ask yourself. Do you? I truly believe Bitcoin will continue up and to the right indefinitely. So I'll be able to weather it. People, I don't know, Crypto Savvy calling for sub 10K again. Is he right? I don't know. But if it comes, I'll be the biggest buyer. I will buy all the Bitcoins that I can buy if we see some kind of catastrophic price collapse, because I believe in its future. And this belief thing kind of gets separated a lot now, because many people who enter are entering because they want Lambo or they want to get rich quick. Those people are going to be disappointed. Those people aren't going to get rich quick. But you know who will get rich? The people that take the time, enter this space, understand the unique value proposition, and take some risk on. Those people will make it. Just like I've seen over the last 8 years, almost every person who has done that has been successful. Virtually anyone who has entered with any other intent has done badly. So that question's up to you to answer. What's up, Craig? Tom needs a big gold Bitcoin medallion. Yeah. Although, I don't know. That wouldn't really drive him nuts. He'd be like, yes, you're buying gold. You're buying gold, good. Coden, am I drinking water? Yeah, Samuel Adams water. I cracked this one at the Halving to cheers. I'm milking it. That's why I'm not doing any like real TA. I don't want to like get really in depth with it after a beer or two. That would be irresponsible. We're just chilling, celebrating the Halving here. Watching Bitcoin trade sideways while we do so. War is escalating, says Crypto Scalper. Sell Bitcoin. Bitcoin doesn't care about war, Crypto Scalper. That's a sign of a new coiner, man. Bitcoin doesn't care about war. Bitcoin is anti-war. Bitcoin is war resistant. That was actually one of the things Cypherpunks talked about. You can't take Bitcoin with bombs and guns. Violence, threats of violence does not change the code. It does not change the blockchain. It is anti-war, and it even disincentivizes war. If you have hordes of gold in your country and someone invades it, what do? They take your gold. You've made the war profitable for them. If you have hordes of Bitcoin and someone invades your country, what do? I mean, you try to take it. But someone can just burn the keys. Someone can deliver the keys elsewhere. It is very much resistant to being seized, unlike every other asset we have. It disincentivizes war, and in the future, we're going to see that come true. We're going to see that come into fruition, whatever that word is. Mao's Ibrahim, Tom Crown on the TV. Thank you. I don't know what you're saying. You're just saying that over and over again. Am I on your television or the television? Hoping Bitcoin halving doesn't have the price? I don't know, man. If you're really into it, I was talking about belief. If you're really into it, like I said, if it goes like 10,000, I'm buying my brains out. If Bitcoin went down in price 50%, if you truly believe in it, that's a good thing. It means you just get to actually buy it cheap. You get twice the amount per dollar. That's a win. It's a W. If you don't truly believe in it, it going down 50% is a very scary concept to you. I can understand that. The NSA already owns the internet. Sure. I don't know. I feel like there's 3 humans on the planet that are like really own the internet. I'm on your TV. Right on. Right on, Josh. Bitcoin party tonight, and it's the weekend. What's up, Adrian? Granite in Manhattan. What's that? Ransomware and scam ads on YouTube is how you get your Bitcoin. What? Yeah, never click on ads that are crypto related. Don't do that. What time's the halving? Sheenan Onyx. Already happened, brother. Happened about 30 minutes ago. I'm just guesstimating here. No beer in TA. That's right. That's why I'm not doing TA. But I'm doing the beers. Cheers to you, Baron PK. I'm on your TV. You're on my TV, Josh. Can you get them keys? Anybody got them keys? War sucks and Bitcoin hates it. We can all unite here against war. We're here for crypto. Crypto is anti-war. Which flavor? Summer ale. Summer. What are block, bro? Tristan Martinez. What's a block? Man, how do you describe that without getting complicated? The block is what miners are attempting to win. And when they win, they get rewarded with Bitcoin. Roughly, they happen every 10 minutes. That's the easiest explanation I can give. Agree 20K is the lowest it'll go next bear. What do you guys think the lowest it'll go is? I don't believe Bitcoin. I am of the utmost opinion. Bitcoin will never trade below 19.5. It'll never trade below right here. I'll tell you why. Exactly why. Clickbait style. This is where the US government sold its first batch of the seized Silk Road Bitcoin. back in March of 23. I think it's kind of safe to say that they were maybe trying to hurt Bitcoin as they saw a first higher high kind of paint. They thought it would maybe take it down, slow the momentum. Nah. They sold. Price was roughly 19.5. Maybe it was in the low 20s, 20 and change. I don't think it'll ever go below there again. Bitcoin's not kind to people who sell. It's weird. Every Bitcoin I've ever sold is now in a red position. Like, every Bitcoin I've ever sold is, I now should have held that. Now I'd be in further profit. And if you look back at the chart, that's the whole history of Bitcoin. That's all it's ever done. All it's ever done is leave people in the dust. There you go. Halving complete. I can hardly believe it. There it is. Here are your halvings. I think there was actually one more around here. 50, 25, 12, 6. No, never mind. This is all of them. There it is. The one thing that all the halvings have in common is maybe not the next day, but quickly after, it's moved to a new all-time high. We already had an all-time high before halving, so that mixes things up, makes things a little different. I'm not sure what to expect, and anyone who is sure what's coming next is full of crap. People are great at lying. But that's the history, man. Everyone who's ever sold Bitcoin looks back at some point and says, that was not a good choice. That was the wrong move. I remember someone in this community, and we'll call them out, bought, what was the bird? They bought a fancy bird, like an actual bird, like a toucan or something, with Bitcoin. I think it was back here maybe. And now it's the most expensive thing they've ever bought, basically. That is just how it works. I don't know, up and to the right. It doesn't only go up, but over time it seems to only go up and to the right. Be careful. Not to say, though, if you want to go buy a house, your portfolio is risen, you know, like some big thing for you, do that. Go for it. That's like the only time I'll be like, good job, sell it, get that thing. But if you don't have a goal, selling Bitcoin is so dangerous. 1,400 votes, 37% of us said pump to the halving. 30% said dump, 34% said sideways. We're pretty much all right. Pumped a little bit, dumped a little bit, is sideways. Good poll. Can't go lower than the last? Hope not. What do you think? 12K and you're not doc, stop copying. What? DOC. We are so above the price that I want to buy a Bitcoin at. If it actually dumped like these bears think it will, or want it to, or pray that it does, desperate to do, God, I would be the buyer. I would buy every penny I have. I would have in Bitcoin by 10K. You remember that Bitcoin? You remember that Bitcoin? Thanks, Silk Road. Some of these comments don't make any sense. You're probably like, Tom's been drinking. He can barely. No, these comments are just kind of in gibberish English. Sorry, fam. Drop 50K as a new low. It's not even like a dip. Bitcoin 50K next bear market low. Sure, that's not bad. 32K, yeah, maybe if I'm lucky. You never put it together, Schiff and his gold. Yeah, dude, that's exactly what it is. I just hate that he kind of divorced us from the gold crowd. We are one of the same. Having a beer with me, Raphael? Cheers, bro. Cheers to you and everybody. We made it through another halving. We're going to make it through the next halving. It's going to be easy. I'm on your phone. All right. I'm in your phone. I'm in your DMs. Nothing happened going forward. Never does, man. Never does. Bitcoin crash. 42K, then 12K. Honestly, though, no. It's going to skip. It's just going to go from 64. It's going to gap to 12. It's not even going to go to 42. I don't know. People are crazy. It's almost 9 p.m. East. We are so beyond the normal watch hours that we are live. But I appreciate everyone who's tuned in. I don't really know what else we're going to do. Do you guys have anything spicy I can react to? What's the cheapest price I ever paid for Bitcoin? Like 3,000. No, just under 3,000, something like that. I'll never be able to buy at that price again. Guarantee it. Check the 3-month Bitcoin chart for you, Shane. Sure. The quarterly. We looked at this earlier in the week. We did a lot of streaming this week. Let's fix this. Quarterly remains roughly as we left it. No lower low on the quarter. This quarter looking similar maybe to July of 23. Q2 of 23. This is the big drop. This is the spooky halving sell-off crash that the bears keep telling you about. This little candle right here. If you go to the yearly, it's even sillier. This wick is the sell-off. This wick is what people are fudding about. People are saying it's going to go under, I don't know, whatever number. This little wick right here. Call me under 42K. Call me under the yearly open. Then try to argue bearish with me, and I'll be like, okay, fair enough. We're back under the yearly open. Like, things are looking not so hot. We are still like at the previous all-time high. Why would you be afraid? I don't know. The selling pressure that miners are capable and consistently do produce has just cut in half. Never again will miners be able to sell at the rate that they sold over the last 4 years. That's bullish. It might not be up now. It might not be guaranteed moon in the next week. But long term, the halving is the most bullish mechanism that exists, maybe in anything. You go from a certain amount of new supply a day to half that amount. That means half that amount is being generated on a daily basis that can be sold on the open market, which can be downside selling pressure. Like, that's it. Do you, man? Do you? Do you? We've gone from 1,000 live viewers at the halving. We're now down to 500. I've been enjoying this brew. I'm going to enjoy some more. I'm going to hit some of these dibbly dabblies here in just a minute. Hope you join me. What do I think of Brett? I don't know, nothing. I don't think of Brett. What do I think of every other S coin that's come out in the last year? All 100,000 of them. Nothing. They're all pump and dumps that are going to end badly, just like every similar thing that we've seen in this space over the last 10 years that has happened. It seemed like the new norm, the new what's that word? Man, I'm not going to try it. The new norm. That's always going to be, and then it just disappears and rugs everybody. Like, how many narratives have we gone through now where it's like, well, this is the new thing. This is what it's going to be. And then it's like all of a sudden no one cares in a year. How many coins did we have in, let's say, 2020 even, that people thought this is the next big thing? This technology is so much better than Bitcoin's. Oh, it's gonna shut Bitcoin down. It's so good. How many of those projects did we have that just nobody cares about now? People genuinely thought they were going to be game changers. Just nobody cares. That's exactly what all of these new coins are going to be. I'm sorry, fam. Doesn't mean you can't profit. Doesn't mean you're stupid or something. We all fell for these tricks at some point, myself included. Turns out that the technology or the transaction speeds or whatever it is, whatever tiny little detail you want to focus on that justifies whatever it is you've invested in, kudos to you. Like, that's okay. But how many of them? It just doesn't matter. A lot of people don't understand Bitcoin now. They don't understand the value prop. Bitcoin has one value prop, in my opinion. And that's a great thing about a decentralized project. Everybody's allowed to just state their opinion and say it's equally valid as everyone else's. Here's the value prop. Bitcoin has one. It is the most secure network in the universe, probably. Arguably. Certainly on the planet Earth. There has never been a network that is more secure. A lot of people are worried about cyber attacks, worried about kind of internet threats over the next few years. Cybersecurity, security of network, security of information. is going to be a big topic over the next decade. You can't just throw together something and it be more secure than Bitcoin. That's its value. That's it. Its value is that it will be here and it will survive. 10 years from now, the only thing I can guarantee you is that Bitcoin will still be trucking. It'll still be processing blocks. That's it. I don't know what the price will be. If you look at the history, it's probably going to be higher than it is now. But it'll be here. That's it. That's the whole thing. I don't care if your coin can do infinite transactions a second. It actually confirms transactions in the past. It's so fast, sure. I don't know. Doesn't matter. That's not what any of this is about. Can we all take a drink? That's what we're doing, Randy. That's what I'm doing. Cheers, boys. Before I have too much to drink, I love you all. I want each and every one of you to succeed in this space. Seriously. That's my only goal. It's my only goal from day zero. I love crypto. I love Bitcoin. It is the passion in my life. It's the only thing that I have found truth in. The only thing that I believe in. I've never been religious. I've never, been very traditional in many ways. The only thing I've ever believed in and the only thing that's ever offered me any degree of truth in my entire 30 years of life is Bitcoin. My life has changed because of it. I was very poor. Now my friends think I'm rich. I don't think I'm rich, but my friends think I'm rich. So it's been a big change. And I want you to have that same experience because I know it's possible. So I want to help as many of you that I can in my lifetime to have that same experience. I want you to change your lives. I truly don't believe there is any other avenue that can do it. Unless you're born rich. If you're born rich, I don't know, you probably don't need this shit then. But that's it. Once we're at the top, I don't want to be alone. I want to have friends. I want to have a community, and that's going to be you guys. So join our community. Subscribe. Jump in the Discord, discord.gg/TomCrown. And let's cheers to the next halving. I hope we're all here. That's it, fam. I'll see you guys Monday. Crown out.